811. Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And Digicel Business. Get everything your business needs in one package with Digicel Business Hub.
And now, Radio Cayman presents The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning. Good morning, a pleasant Thursday morning to everyone. Welcome to the Business Buzz. This is our first segment of the Business Buzz for this Thursday morning. It's a beautiful day on the outside. I want to say thanks to Paul for putting us on the air, keeping the camera, manning the traffic, and just about everything else. Good morning to all our listeners, our viewers via YouTube. We have just one lone guest in the studio this morning, and it's Mr. Samuel Young. He's the owner of World Gym Cayman Islands, and this morning we'll put the spotlight on his business. Good morning, Samuel.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. I don't see a coffee cup. Normally all my guests have a cup of something.
I had some before I came.
Oh, okay. You're the smart one, right? So, Samuel, this morning, as I mentioned, we'll be putting the spotlight on World Gym, and of course the topic would be fitness. Now, I know you're really big into this, and you became an owner. That's awesome. I'm proud of you, and I want to say congratulations for someone so young, to endeavor and to just take that risk, take that bull by the horn, and just jump right in there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, can you share some details with us about World Gym?
All right, so, should we get off about the actual company itself or my journey within?
Yeah, all of that.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
so
yeah.
World Gym has been around for approximately 30 years. My journey with World Gym Fitness Center runs pretty deep. I've spent just over half of my life at World Gym. Mm-hmm. I'm 32 years of age, so wow. I was just a child with my uniform on and some shorts like I'm wearing now.
So you used to go straight from school, from high school?
So my dad would pick me up at like 2:30 at the time after school, and I would just wait on him at the couch. I would sip Ovaltine shakes. My school bag would still be on, and my feet would be dangling off the couch. So I pretty much grew up at the gym. This one in particular. As I got a little older, got a little bit more height, I started to participate with my father. And at that point, it had such a positive impact on my life. What I learned in the weight room just changed the way I perceive challenges. The clear belief of consistency and what that can bring to someone and the end results it can make. It just taught me that everything's achievable. It bled into my academic life and every other area. I didn't know it at the time, but I made massive improvements naturally in school, and it was no goal at the time, but I learned about something called the Governor's Achievement Award, which I won in 2006, which by detail on graduation day is the student that made the most improvement over the course of 3 years, but I revert back to the weight room, right? It really did give me discipline, built my self-confidence, and just edited the way I perceive challenges.
So that was your after-school program?
That was my after-school program, yeah. And,
wow.
And to be completely honest, I do advocate kids getting involved consistently in an after-school program. Do
you have students coming to your gym by any chance?
I do have students. I also do... it's not so quiet if I say this, but I try not to advertise on things I do for the community. Mm-hmm. It's nothing wrong.
It's okay this morning.
Yeah, it's not. It's just my way of giving back. I did grow up here in Cayman. I have every experience from. I was born in 1988, so I know what a barbed wire fence is. I know what it is to get burrs in your foot, and just all the just the beautiful things that happens growing up here in Cayman. So this is my way of giving back through my business, and it empowers people. And I know what health and fitness has done to my life. So, I like to sponsor many charities, all charities, and most recently we've definitely got I guess the boys who kind of need some help with just building discipline, because they're put in a certain program. I quietly help them. They come at certain times when it's quiet, under proper supervision. So,
Do they come as a group or?
They come as a group, a very small group with 3 adult males, and they work out. But I'm always there to have a positive greeting, good impression, and kind words to them, because I know what it's like to have, just the benefits of what the weight room can do for you, or just doing something consistently, and how that can perceive the way you look at challenges.
That's awesome. You should be in a mentoring program.
Yeah, I'd speak to kids about mentorship. I'm passionate about mentorship.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's it's nice to get a little background on you, Samuel. I really appreciate that. No, why should everyone make health and fitness a part of their lifestyle?
Well, I think it's two-pronged to me. From a physical point of view, exercise is proven to reduce risk of developing several diseases like type 2 diabetes, cancer, cardiovascular diseases. Also, there's another prong, which is very effective. I can vouch for it myself. There's mental health benefits, right? It's a way to cope with life. It's a proven concept that exercise is more effective than medication and talk therapy. Both of those elements, medication and talk therapy, they can also be financially costly as well. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like it's two-pronged. It's a way you can just cope with life. It's also a very healthy thing for you physically. And the impacts are positive and are often immediate and also long-term. So I think the overarching thing about that is it's just a better quality of life.
So the gym that you used to go to when you were a youngster, it was World Gym?
It was World Gym.
So you moved from sitting on the couch to owning the gym?
It's surreal.
How did that happen?
Just conversation, emotional intelligence, determination, self-belief, things that I learned in the weight room. What an irony.
In the weight room?
In the weight room.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
okay.
surreal.
Wow. So you got out of high school, graduated from high school, went off to university?
Yeah, I got my tertiary education here at UCCI.
UCCI.
Mm-hmm.
And when you were finished with that, you decided, look, I want to own the gym.
Actually, I went into accountancy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I acquired good skill sets there, great skill sets. And I used my experience and things that I learned in my career to my advantage. I gave myself a budget, which was 12 months, a financial budget, everything. I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to change my narrative. I was appreciative to all the help that I got so far. It does take a village to be successful. Mm-hmm. So it does paint the picture to where I'm at today. So thank you to everyone who's given me a chance, believed in me, didn't give up on me. Thank you, because you guys are, the reason why I'm here today on this radio show.
Oh, we loved it. We're very happy to have you on this show, Samuel. For someone so young and to own the gym, World Gym, it's a franchise, right?
Yeah.
It is a franchise. Okay. So you're the owner of World Gym. Now, how often do you work out?
Typically, I would work out 6 days a week.
6 days a week. You have a rest day.
Yeah.
Do you actually rest, or do you just sit there thinking, oh boy, I have to work out today? Do you ever feel guilty? Or just that rest day is a pure rest day? I
think the exercise portion becomes such a staple in your day-to-day. Mm-hmm. It's like to come off the gas can be a little bit like, incarcerating, nauseating. That's when you're really passionate about exercise. On other days, you might know, as you acquire, all the sessions and you go along the weeks and the months. I mean, that one rest day can be pretty impactful and something that you enjoy. But more often than not, rest days were a bit of a, it was a challenge, but I got through it.
You got through it. Okay, so take for instance, Paul in the next room wants to join World Gym. How could you give us some details on your membership and what it does include?
Okay, Paul, I'm happy to hear about your interest. All right, so our memberships are
He might want a discount too.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
DJ's discount.
Well, I'll just say this on air. So, is this a government entity or?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So, for the last time ever, we are offering $379 for all government employees and spouses.
Okay.
If you work it out, it's about $1 a day.
And that's to the end of the year.
To the end of April. So
April.
as of May 1, it goes away.
Okay.
But our price position is still very competitive, and our value, our square footage, our all-inclusive membership is definitely something that will champion your decision to train at World Gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, Paul? Okay, he says yes. Okay.
Oh, and also...
he wants to know if a personal trainer is included in that membership.
So one-on-one training is separate and aside, but we do have sweeteners by offering further discounts for choosing any of our assigned trainers for 6 months and 1 year. Okay. Separate and aside, I do feel it's a bit of a... It kind of merges in the same way in an indirect fashion, because all the classes are included. Those classes are hosted by who? Those classes are hosted by qualified instructors who are well-seasoned, great personalities, great motivators, can critique anyone in real time, and also can utilize a room well. So you can actually start off with, just brand new, what a newbie would probably have, just be in a position to learn more, and you would actually have a benefit of attending our classes as well. Also, if you're new, we have 2 circuit areas where you can work your entire body in a small space. It's a bit like Pictionary. Everything is positioned there for you. You can read a short story at the top, range of motion, targeted muscles. You can get a very quick understanding of what's around you, and not have to venture off, over 12,000 square feet. You can do it all right there.
Sounds good. Do you have a form online, membership form, to sign up online?
Yeah, we do have a corporate form online at worldgymcorporatesales.com. Okay. So you can always print off our corporate contracts on there. Otherwise, please come down to World Gym, which is located on 7 Mile Beach at Queen's Court.
Okay, before we go to break, Sam, can you tell us about your team and the skills and expertise that come with working at a gym?
So our team, we do quarterly new material, which they receive, and they're required, and they do it quite easily because they're passionate about their line of service. So we do, a quarterly training, rejuvenation. Also myself, I attend meetings monthly. I have one next week with World Gym owners, the World Gym global franchise around the world at home.
So you keep up to date?
I keep up to date. I know what's
the rest
going
of
on.
the World Gym franchise around the world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's nice. No, do you? How about stuff like webinar? Okay, you do keep up to date, but the trainers, do they have to do this on a weekly basis, monthly? How does that work?
I was referring more towards the actual staffing. Our trainers are more independent contractors who are all qualified and well experienced, and have a good point of notoriety on the island as well. So,
very good. Sam, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue our discussion about World Gym Cayman Islands. I want to say good morning and thank you to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
History shows by the year 1660, the English had established themselves in Jamaica and had begun treating the Cayman Islands as natural appendages of the larger territory. However, apart from small settlements on Grand Cayman and Little Cayman, most of the 3 islands were left untouched. This, of course, was ideal for pirates, since Cayman also lay astride the route of treasure galleons returning to Spain, laden with gold and silver from the New World. This promise of capturing Spanish treasure ships on their way home from the Caribbean soon attracted the attention of a motley crowd of buccaneers, pirates, and freebooters. Along with the promise of treasure, the abundance of fresh water, turtle meat, and wood made Cayman an ideal landing spot. The golden age of piracy spanned from the 1650s to the 1730s, as some of the biggest names in buccaneering circle made landing, including Lothar, Lowe, Morgan, and Cayman's most notorious pirate was Edward Teach, otherwise known as Blackbeard, who frequented the area from 1713 to his death on the 22nd of November, 1718.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Every student, every parent, every boy, every girl, you are invited to the Bill Rudy Science Fair 2021. This Saturday, April 24, 9 a.m. through 12 noon, the Arts and Recreational Center, Cayman Bay, the 15th Annual Science Fair by Rotary Central, featuring budding scientists ages 6 through 17 years, covering over 32 science projects, renewable energy, geology, physics, biology, engineering, environmental science, and more. Join His Excellency, the Governor, Mr. Martin Roper, and the Rotary Central President, Jeanne Moss, in review of next generation scientists creating solutions, setting the stage for the next Albert Einstein. The Bill Rudy Science Fair 2021, a Rotary Central Youth Development project since 2006. Rotary opens opportunities.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience.
2020. Unprecedented times, uncertainty, and literally a new way of life.
Life happens, usually without warning.
That is why making sure that your family is insured is so important.
Cayman Insurance Center, 47 years strong, working to protect your family and your most valuable assets.
Whether you need to get a quote, renew a policy, or file a claim, Cayman Insurance Center is here to protect you and your family.
For more information, call 949-4657. Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, health, motor, and other lines of insurance products and services at affordable rates.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Where did the time go? It's 9:30 until 8 o'clock until we bring you the news. In the studio this morning, we have Mr. Samuel Young. Samuel is the owner of World Gym Cayman Islands, and we're putting a spotlight on his business this morning. Good morning again, Sam. Good to have you in the studio. I don't mind if I call you Sam, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Now, the gym is open 24/7.
Right.
Let's talk about 24/7. What can you tell us?
So I think the 24/7 access has definitely been something I've been aiming to do from initially getting into the business.
Mm-hmm.
There were some challenges that pronged up, but nonetheless, just as the weight room taught me, being a mentee to my father, I never gave up. It was a one-dimensional effort, but on my end, but I definitely played into the politics, so I became a politician for a bit. But
you were?
No, well, in the landscape. But yeah, we made it through successfully. So now that we're 24 hours, I've seen an increase in new blood. I've seen an increase in renewals, and that would lead to increase in renewals would really be defined as an increase in retention. So lots of new faces. Our members seem ecstatic about it. There's different industries that would strongly appreciate that. And also, even if it's just, someone who might be, work your customary, 9 to 5, so to speak, and limited to the business week. There's even just the concept of knowing, like, if I have a long day, I can still come to the gym, whether it's a Saturday morning. Seems to be a huge hit for people in those situations. So I think the overarching element would be that the convenience that it now offers customers has helped us grow as a business. As you can imagine, we've been around for about 30 years, so we have a lot of depth. So to hit another gear, I would say is a very positive thing.
So if I can't sleep as a member, I can just come and work out.
Absolutely.
Just hit my car and just come and work out.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah.
I can't sleep much night, so I might as well join your gym. Can you share some information on your you do dance lessons, do you?
Yeah, so we have dance type classes, and that's very interesting. Yeah, because we have marketing April 25 to May 1st. So just in the next few days, we will be hosting an international dance party. So right now, consistently from 12 p.m. to 12:45, there's an instructor called by the name of Miss Victoria Tooth. She'll be teaching a variety of classes like bachata and all the fun stuff, soca, 90s.
Salsa.
Yeah, we have one class which is a ballet class, ballet inspired workout. So I thought that was pretty interesting. As of last night, we got on board a soca specialist, and she'll be doing classes as well in the afternoon, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday after work hours. Yeah.
Oh, so pretty much you have dance locked in then.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. Lots of ladies are excited, making positive comments at the front desk, DMs and Facebook messages, our responses to emails. So seems to have been well received. So
just describe, Sam, the general atmosphere of World Gym and what maybe a new member can look forward to walking through your doors.
Yeah. So I think it's an encouraging environment. Years and years ago, I had, there was an option of having a gym at home. And the reason why we didn't do a home gym was because we love the environment. I learned so much on the floor. I've been a mentee to experienced bodybuilders, just experienced exercise enthusiasts as a young person. One thing I learned to appreciate as exposure would do, what I have at home is I've always gone to the gym. Well, the majority of my time I'm self-motivated, and I brought friends along and trained them and so on, and I've had workout buddies along the way, but the majority of my time spent at the gym is once I was able to drive, because I started so young. Yeah, true story. I actually caught, and people don't know, this is just a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact, yeah. Maybe a relatability thing as well. Like I've actually walked to the top of the street when I was younger, paid $2 to catch the bus to go to the gym, and I had my other $2 to get back home. So yeah, I love training at World Gym, but I've always been able to get a spot. And that's something that you can look forward to, and I think that kind of sets the tone for the atmosphere there. I was always able to get a spot here at World Gym Cayman, always, for years. I never even thought about it until I traveled, and I was like, oh, it's not the same. So I just think that speaks to the positive atmosphere. Being that we've been around for such a long time now, you'll find that people grow together, train together. We have a family fabric. So I think it would be a very inviting, cozy, friendly environment for people to train in.
Nice. How much training is involved with weight training? I know you talk about weight training, the weight training room a lot. But how much training is involved with weight training, and how much weight should I be lifting if I'm at the gym?
I would break that down into positions where people are, so to speak. So if I'm in a brand new position, I believe you should start slow. I think you should do higher repetitions just to build all the small muscle fibers, so you get a proper strengthening phase before you go into say heavier weights. Compound movements are something that will always be around forever, in my opinion. weights on a whole, I don't believe will ever go anywhere. I think Michael Jordan's trainer, who then trained Kobe Bryant, he's of the same belief. Like you just can't beat just your standard, shoulder press with barbells or dumbbells or bicep curls. You just can't beat it, no matter how fancy and new school and functional we might be. And there's definitely room for that and argument and passion for it, and a desire for it. But I do believe in coupling compound movements with free weights for sure. And if I were more advanced, I would definitely increase my weights. I might have longer sessions. I might work more muscle groups. I might target more areas based on my skill level, I would say. So I would say if you're just starting off for the first time, Rome wasn't built in one day. It takes time. And to be honest, I was hearing about my dad a lot, but he did teach me, obviously mentor me in many ways, including the weight room. Rome wasn't built in one day, he would say at certain points when I was just just training really hard in an enthusiastic way. But I would just say take your time. Don't rush the process. You will get there. If I must share my story, so if there's another young man, young lady, or just someone new into the gym with goals, and it might seem a bit of a distance, I think that's an excellent space to be in, because I was there too. And I remember seeing this guy with like 2 45s and a 25 on each side on the incline barbell bench. I was just like I was blown away at the time. I remember seeing a guy doing 4 plates on each side for the bench press. I one day over a few years of consistency, I was able to get to 3 plates and a 25 on each side, no help, 8 reps. I did that several times. I did 4 plates as well. So, but those things took a lot of hard work, eating right, just doing the day-to-day thing. So
can I share my secret?
Cool.
I have 2 10-pound weights at home.
Really?
Dumbbells, and that's it.
I'm telling you about 3 45s.
Sam, we're almost out of time. But before I let you go, can you give us some contact details? I'd love to continue this conversation.
Yeah, no problem. So if you'd like to email us, you can email corporate@worldgym.ky. Also, you can email me at samuelyoung, numbers 345@gmail.com. You can always call us at 949-5132. We're located on 7 Mile Beach, right by the Queen's Court Plaza.
Okay, Sam, thank you so much. We look forward to hearing more good things from you, and congratulations on being someone so young and just taking that risk. You just ran with the risk.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations and all the best. It's now 8 o'clock, time for a time check and the news.
Radio Cayman time check is now 8 a.m. This time check is brought to you by our friends at Foster's.
It's another hot day in Cayman, but the prices at Foster's are even hotter. We'll now cross live to our reporter, Ann, who's in store.
Thanks, Brad. These prices are scorching. They've got Old El Paso taco dinner kits, just 2 for $5. And certified Angus beef, strip loin steaks are just $10.99 a pound, saving you $4. But Brad, you better hurry. Prices are good until May 5th, 2021.
Thanks, Ann. Well, you heard it here first. It's time to get down to your local Foster's. For these and more great deals, go to fosters.ky.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is proudly sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. For further information, please visit chamberpension.ky. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you. We are a not-for-profit, member-centric plan with a democratically elected volunteer board of trustees representing all sectors of the Cayman Islands economy. We have an all-in expense ratio of less than 1%, over 20,000 members, and $490 million in assets under management. We were the first multi-employer pension plan approved by the regulator in the late 1990s, and today we are still strong, secure, and are here for our employees and employers employers alike. If you would like to join or require further information, visit chamberpension.ky. And for information as it happens, follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Email admin@pensions.ky or call 745-7630. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. Cayman welcomes a new premier.
I can honestly say to you that your love, encouragement, words of support, and unwavering belief have both humbled and inspired me through what has been one of the longest weeks in my life.
Newlands Member of Parliament, the Honourable Wayne Panton, is Cayman's new premier, and at Wednesday night's swearing in, he vowed to remain focused on serving the people of the Cayman Islands.
Let us pledge to never take our people for granted.
Mr. Panton was sworn in along with 18 other members of Parliament, the majority of whom ran as independents.
Each of us represents the will, aspirations, hopes, and dreams of our respective constituencies and the people thereof.
He announced his cabinet, with Chris Saunders serving as deputy premier. The cabinet ministers in the new PAC government took their oaths of office and allegiance on 4th Street outside Parliament as well.
I, Sabrina Teresa Turner, do swear that I will well and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, and the people of the Cayman Islands in office of the Member of Cabinet. So help me God.
His Excellency the Governor Martin Roper, assisted by the Cabinet Secretary Samuel Rose, administered the oaths to the Honourable Andre Ebanks, Honourable Kenneth Bryan, Honourable Bernie Bush, Honourable Johanny Ebanks, Honourable Juliana O'Connell Connolly, along with the Honourable Sabrina Turner, and official members, Deputy Governor the Honourable Franz Manderson, and Attorney General the Honourable Sam Bolgen. And drivers can expect roadworks on Slate Drive over the next few days. Water Authority Cayman says they're doing emergency sewage repairs through Friday between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily. In regional news, Jamaica's Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett has indicated that Jamaica will set to benefit from a major donation from cruise global company Norwegian Cruise Lines to assist in the country's COVID-19 recovery effort. In making his sectoral presentation in Parliament this week, Bartlett disclosed that Norwegian had agreed to give Jamaica $1 million to be utilized in its COVID-19 recovery program, which entails providing well-needed assistance in building out the health infrastructure needed to facilitate the return of cruise tourism in a, quote, safe and seamless manner. It was also revealed that the cruise line is donating $500,000 to the volcano-affected St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Carsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Jerry Smith. President Biden is announcing an ambitious cut in U.S. greenhouse gas emissions as he welcomes 40 world leaders to a major summit on climate change. The new target aims to halve emissions by the year 2030 compared to levels in 2005. It's hoped it will kickstart action from other nations. The Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu has ordered commanders to pull troops back to their usual bases in an apparent de-escalation of tension around Ukraine. He said the troops had demonstrated their ability to defend the country. The Czech Foreign Minister Jakub Kulanek is deciding whether to carry out a threat to expel all but 5 Russian diplomats from the embassy in Prague after Moscow ignored an ultimatum. He'd given the Kremlin until midday in Prague to allow 20 Czech diplomats back into Russia. At least 50 people are reported to have been killed in Nigeria in a series of raids on the northwestern state of Zamfara. Residents said the gunmen first attacked the village of Yardoka on Wednesday. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has chaired an emergency meeting to address the acute shortage of oxygen at hospitals, which are struggling to treat rising numbers of coronavirus patients. Some hospitals have warned they were in danger of running out of oxygen. The European Commission is considering suing the British-Swedish vaccine maker AstraZeneca for failing to deliver as much coronavirus vaccine as it promised. One EU diplomat said the Commission wanted member states to give the proposed lawsuit the green light by the end of the week. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is proudly sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. For further information, please visit chamberpension.ky.
The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you. Are you aware of the performance of your pension plan? The Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan provides quarterly fund fact sheets for our members to stay informed with the plan's performance. For the year ended August 31st, various life cycle funds provided returns between 9.2% and 16.5%, and our all-in expense ratio is currently the lowest it's ever been, a record low at 0.72%. Visit chamberpension.ky to review our fund fact sheets. You can see the performance as far back as 10 years. Remember that pensions are a longer-term investment strategy. Focus on the long term rather than the short-term returns. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan continues to perform for you.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman for the latest in news and information.
Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Why work with a Cereba agent? We can tell you that those letters represent a proven understanding of the real estate market in the Cayman Islands. But it also means so much more than that. Our trained Cereba agents are committed to ethics, integrity, and excellence of practice. It's all about confidence, knowing you are working with a qualified Cereba agent. As members of Cereba, your trust is our promise. To find a Cereba agent today or to search thousands of listens, visit Cereba.com. Cereba, the mark of excellence in real estate.
Visit Healthcare Pharmacy's second location in Governor Square, servicing West Bay and the 7 Mile Beach Corridor with the care and professionalism you have come to expect from Healthcare Pharmacy. Healthcare Pharmacy in Governor Square also stocks a huge selection of Hallmark and shoebox greeting cards, vitamins, sunblock, last minute, and everyday needs. To refill and transfer your prescriptions, simply WhatsApp 329-7313 or visit healthcarepharmacy.ky or drop by Monday to Saturday from 9 till 6.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
On a daily basis, making it easy to connect with you, our listeners. Add us to WhatsApp today, 925-3261. That's 925-3261.
Radio Cayman.
Send a text or voice note.
Can I send a request, please?
You don't really have to ask us. Just send a request.
This is a shout out to my ex.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
The 8:10 a.m. weather report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by Pan American International Insurance Corporation. Pan American International Insurance Corporation, meeting the life, accident, and health insurance needs of individuals and businesses to ensure financial security and peace of mind. For more information, call 949-8304 or visit www.palig.com. That's PALIG.com.
For over 100 years, more than 5.8 million people across the Americas and the Caribbean have placed their trust in Pan American Life Insurance Group. We have delivered on our promise and have proven that we are more than an insurance company. We are family. To learn more about our first-in-class individual and group life, disability and accident solutions, please visit Pan American International Insurance Corporation at Unit 221, Cannon Place East, North Sound Road, Grand Cayman, or contact us at 949-8304 and visit us online at www.palig.com. Pan American Life, people you can trust for life.
All right, good morning, Cayman. Let's take a look at your latest weather. Present temperature 81 degrees Fahrenheit, and it feels like about 88. Winds are out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. Relative humidity 78%. Last night's dew point was at 73. Barometric pressure is at 29.97 and holding. Light northeasterly winds and seas are expected across the Cayman Islands for the next 24 hours as a front enters the extreme northwest Caribbean and weakens.
Our forecast for today, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of afternoon showers. Temperatures will rise to the upper 80s, winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 knots, seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Later this evening, partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the upper 70s. Winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 knots, seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. We're at a high tide, low tide is coming up at 12:43. And then high at 6:41 this evening. For tomorrow, low tide is at 12:46 a.m. It's going to be high at 6:47 a.m., low at 1:17 p.m., and high at 7:25 p.m. Sunset this evening is at 6:44. Sunrise for Friday morning is going to be at 6:03. And the outlook is for light southeasterly winds and seas as a ridge of high pressure is expected to move into the northwest Caribbean from Saturday morning. That's the latest weather right here on your Radio Cayman.
The 8:10 a.m. weather report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by Pan American International Insurance Corporation. Pan American International Insurance Corporation, meeting the life, accident, and health insurance needs of individuals and businesses to ensure financial security and peace of mind. For more information, call 949-8304 or visit www.palig.com. That's PALIG.com.
For over 100 years, more than 5.8 million people across the Americas and the Caribbean have placed their trust in Pan American Life Insurance Group. We have delivered on our promise and have proven that we are more than an insurance company. We are family. To learn more about our first-in-class individual and group life, disability and accident solutions, please visit Pan American International Insurance Corporation at Unit 221, Cannon Place East, North Song Road, Grand Cayman, or contact us at 949-8304 and visit us online at www.palig.com. Pan American Life, people you can trust for life.
During these unprecedented times, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Cayman Strong Series. The Cayman Strong Series is brought to you by Oncourse Cayman. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. Oncourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
Achieving your goals is a very rewarding feeling, but at times can feel very frustrating, especially if and when we miss our target. As you approach your goals in life, set yourself up for success.
When setting your goals, have a deadline. Procrastination is common in human nature. Setting a time to review the work helps to increase motivation because you know that you have to have it done by a certain time. This also ensures that you slow down to review progress. Consider rewards if things are going well. If things are not going as well as you would like, a deadline gives you a chance to pause and reflect on the current goal to see if there may be something getting in the way of being able to get it done.
Change your thinking and change your life.
Radio Cayman's Cayman Strong Series was brought to you by Oncourse Cayman. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. Oncourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
These days, feelings of loneliness, anxiety, stress, and depression can be overwhelming. Just know you are not alone. Oncourse Cayman offers private mental health services for children, teens, adults, and groups. Visit oncourse.ky to view a full list of wellness services and their qualified team. Oncourse Cayman, health, wellness, and happiness.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
All right, good morning, Cayman. Let's take a look at the traffic again this morning time. Brought to you by our good friends at Subway. And of course, looking at the Creighton Boulevard East-West Arterial, the majority of traffic has eased up. That's the congestion, that is. But looking outside King Sports Center, we got some slow-paced traffic along the Old Crew Road as you make way onto the Linford-Pearson Highway. That is moving very slowly, and similar with the results of westbound traffic on Crew Road. Taking a look at Huldah Avenue. Got some northward bound traffic there as traffic has met up at that Smith Road junction with the traffic lights. If you're continuing into the Fairbanks area and into Windsor Park along that way, expect some traffic there as well. Walkers Road looking busy, and similar with traffic going through South Sound. Looking at streets in Georgetown at the moment. Godfrey Nixon Way looking busy. Westbound traffic onto the Eastern Avenue. And the Butterfield Roundabout, traffic is moving very slowly, very busy. A little bit of westbound traffic along North Road. You make your way around the roundabout onto the SLE Tibbetts Highway or continuing on to Godfrey Nixon Way. Traffic coming off the SLE Tibbetts Highway as well, very slowly. West Bay Road looking favorable at the moment with moderate traffic there as well. If you're heading towards the airport, the roads are very clear there at the moment. Cayman Bracken, Little Cayman, of course, minimal traffic. Look out for those on foot, on bicycles and motorbikes. Buckle up and stay safe. And of course, you can always grab breakfast right now at a Subway nearest you.
Things just got a bit hotter on the island. Come in today and order the new spicy Korean subs at Subway. They're sweet, spicy, and especially satisfying. Stop in and try the pulled pork with spicy Korean sauce, or the chicken with spicy Korean sauce. And you can message WhatsApp at 929-4658. Order online or use Let's Eat or the Bento app. The spicy Korean subs at Subway in 2 flavors, extra saucy and extra spicy. Subway, eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Every student, every parent, every boy, every girl, you are invited to the Bill Rudy Science Fair 2021. This Saturday, April 24, 9 a.m. through 12 noon, the Arts and Recreational Center, Cayman Bay, the 15th Annual Science Fair by Rotary Central, featuring budding scientists ages 6 through 17 years, covering over 32 science projects, renewable energy, geology, physics, biology, engineering, environmental science, and more. Join His Excellency, the Governor, Mr. Martin Roper, and the Rotary Central President, Jeanne Moss, in review of next-generation scientists creating solutions, setting the stage for the next Albert Einstein. The Bill Rudy Science Fair 2021, a Rotary Central Youth Development project since 2006. Rotary opens opportunities.
Radio Cayman News.
The results saw 12 incumbents and 19 newcomers.
The most highly anticipated result was the race between Mario Ebanks and the Honorable Makiba Bush.
Elections are now officially over, but it certainly kept us on our toes.
It was a rather emotional win for incumbent Dwayne Seymour.
It's about who can pull together a team to form a government.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice for today's biggest news.
Business Buzz. Anita Khan.
It's 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. This is the Business Buzz, and in the studio I have this morning almost a full house. I have Mr. Rotarian, Mr. Eric Cameron. He's the chairman of the Rotary Central Science Fair 2021. We have Rotarian, Mr. Paul Keeble. He's the past chairman of the Science Fair. And we have past president, Mr. William Innes. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Anita. Good morning.
This morning we'll be putting the focus on Rotary Central, the Science Fair, Rotary Central Science Fair, which is an annual event. And it's designed to foster an interest in science, scientific method of problem solving, and the sense of accomplishment and discovery that comes with preparing a science project for students in the Cayman Islands. And that's putting it in a nutshell. We want to hear a whole lot more about the science fair. Now, who would share a little on the history of the Rotary Central's Science Fair, how it came about, and years that it's been taking place, and of course the main mission?
Well, yes, the Science Fair was started by
and that's
Dr.
William.
Yes, William. Sorry.
Good morning, William.
Hi, morning, guys. Morning, listeners. Yes, the Science Fair was started by Dr. Bill Rudy. He was secretary of our Rotary Club at the time when he had this idea, and that was in 2006. And since then, his vision was to have better engagement with students with sciences and STEM subjects. So from that, this idea for the Science Fair. And as a result, we've now been doing this for, well, it's been 15 years, but it's 14th Science Fair, as last year, unfortunately, we had to cancel due to COVID. But essentially, that's a bit of a history there.
And it's fair to say, Anita, that it's grown exponentially over the years. We started, I think, with 10, 12 projects, and we're now in the range of 60, 70, 80 projects in recent years.
Mm-hmm.
We've taken a bit of a downturn this year because of COVID and because we got off to a little late start for one reason or the other. But it's been very successful, and I think it's fair to say it's one of the projects we at Rotary are most proud of in the community. Putting our young students, our budding scientists to the forefront and giving them an opportunity to present their research and their ideas and explore the world of science.
And that was the voice of Mr. Paul Keeble. Just so our listeners know who they're listening to.
Thank you. By way of background, I've organized the judging and our judging teams for about the last 10 years for our science fair, and the judging, I think, is one of the most important aspects. We recruit our judges from a team of a panel of various people we call on, mostly with a science background, who can apply the scientific method in their judging of the students' projects.
Okay, I was asking about being a judge, but I'm not scientifically inclined, so I'll maybe some other time, right? No, just kidding. And we have in the studio Mr. Eric Rotarian. Mr. Eric Cameron. Eric, you're new to Rotary Central.
Yes, I'm brand new to Rotary Central and brand new to the...
let me welcome you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Brand new to the Science Fair as well.
Okay.
As Paul mentioned, we got off to a bit of a late start this year. So it's been a challenge getting up to speed. And normally we start about a half year before. This year we started in February. Mm-hmm. So the first thing we did is we reached out to a very, very generous and repeated sponsor, DART. And they've allowed us again to use the ARC facility in Cayman Bay. So they've been quite good. We've got lots of support from other sponsors. And so this year, it's been as a new Rotarian and a new chairman. My biggest role has been trying to assimilate this incredible institutional memory with our club, and really walking and talking to a lot of teachers, a lot of students, and a lot of schools. So my main role has been out there. Really presenting to schools, particularly the science teachers. As Paul mentioned earlier, science teachers are key here because they are the people who are very interested in doing quite frankly, they're doing their jobs. And when you engage with the students, they really rise to the challenge. One of the most surprising and enjoyable aspects of this is doing presentations to entire schools. I've done quite a few of them this year, and every presentation I'm just so impressed by the enthusiasm and the imagination of these kids. My goodness, the ideas they come up with. I was worried at the beginning that my goodness, I'm going to have to come up with a whole bunch of ideas for these people. I said, no, that was not the case.
You just made notes, right?
I just made notes. That's right. It's been a lot of fun.
No. The science fair, who is it for? Is this catered for students of local schools or adults? No.
It's definitely students, kids that are in school.
Okay.
And there's no restriction in terms of, there's no specific school that we're expecting anybody to attend. We just want the community to be aware that you have a science fair. There's actually several homeschooled kids to appear and do very well, actually, at the science fair. There's 11 schools, and then obviously some homeschooled students. So there's around 65 projects currently. 21 of them come from Cayman Prep. So they're the 32% of the projects represented there that will be represented this week. Triple C comes in second with 10 projects. They're around 15%. We have St. Ignatius also representing 9 projects there. John Gray High School 7, Georgetown Primary 4, Montessori by the Sea 4, Layman E. Scott High School. That's
the BRAC.
That's in Cayman BRAC. Yeah. So they're representing with 3 projects as well this year. First Baptist with 2, Red Bay Primary with 1, George Hicks High School with 1, and Clifton Hunter with 1. Wow. So that's currently the registrations that we have at the moment. Registrations is still open. So if you haven't registered, be sure to do that. It will be a late registration, but I'm registration chair, so I'll look after that for you.
Was that impromptu? That late registration?
If you have a late registration, that's fine. We'll take that right up until the day.
And Anita, we would direct everyone to our website, rotarysciencefair.ky, for all the information on our science fairing, including registration online, as Will was discussing.
Okay. Now, the age group, we're looking at 6 through 17 years of age. Is that correct?
That's correct. So the average age right now is 11 for the fair. That's the average age if you have all of the reported ages that we have, which is great. But we have that range from as under 8 through to 17 or 18 around there.
So what are some of the various project categories for the Rotary Central Science Fair?
Well, there are 4 categories that you can enter a fair under. You can enter into the fair with. There's food and health, physics, chemistry, and computer science is the other. Life sciences, and then you also have earth science. So those are the 4 categories, and I'm pleased to see that it's roughly pretty equal this year as well in terms of representation there. So roughly a quarter of each of all the fair's entries are in one of those 4 categories.
So it's life science, earth science, physics, chemistry, computer science, and
food science, food
and
health.
health.
Yeah,
very nice, very nice. So, the students, while they're working on their projects, what resources or help are available for them?
We publish a number of links to on our website to science fair related sites, which offer a number of ideas and resources for children, for the students. We also encourage them to liaise and work with their science teachers to gain ideas. The web is an incredible resource these days, of course.
Definitely science teachers, and we want to thank all of them for the support over the years, and also mentoring students doing this each time.
Now, is there a fee to attend or to participate in the science fair?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
It's totally free. Yes, totally free to participate.
Totally free.
And also, we would encourage you, the public, members of the public, come on down from 8 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be a great day. Check it out. It's always amazing to see the innovative projects that these kids come up with and talk about.
And you can also always learn something, having worked with it for many years, wandering around, and you see kids happen upon a question, and then you thought, well, I've always wondered about that. And they've actually wrestled it to the ground, and it's fascinating. And we, our judges, the club and everyone there, you learn something. Mm-hmm. And to watch these kids at work presenting their projects, as Will says, very inspiring. I would encourage the public to come on out and support our young scientists.
One of the most satisfying aspects of the, in addition, of course, to building scientific knowledge and confidence for the kids, but it's just also the confidence in displaying their projects, in supporting that is very, very important because because the kids learn how to stand up and put their shoulders back and defend their project, defend their hypothesis, and speak to people ranging from their colleagues, their student colleagues, their parents, other people's parents, right up to the to His Excellency the Governor, who's going to be circulating amongst the projects Saturday morning from about 9:10 on.
All right, guys, we have to take a quick break. When we'll come back, we'll continue our discussion about Rotary Central Science Fair 2021 that will be taking place. We'll discuss more about the date and what's prizes and presentation and all the good stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. I want to say thank you to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center. Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price and a service to make you smile. At Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
See what I'm saying?
Ouch. Yeah, that hand sanitizer work good too, you know. Join us for another See What I'm Saying. Mosquito bite me.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, we gotta continue with the Mosquito. Mosquito 2, the Eachin. Bring your rubbing alcohol. The sequel to Mosquito 1. We had so many calls, we gotta do another one.
Change stagnant water in every pot. Mosquito can make babies.
See what I'm saying?
Is a special feature of Talk Today with contributions from the National Museum, a language, history, and culture show on Radio Cayman 89.9 and 93.9 FM.
Mosquito 2, bring on a rubbing alcohol. Hand sanitizer work good too, you know. The Eachin.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Join us on Friday, April 23rd for Mosquito Part 2.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. This is a Thursday edition of the Business Buzz. Yesterday was quite an exciting day. We witnessed the swearing-in ceremony and it was very exciting. And we look forward to working with the new government. I'm not sure where we'll fall. I'm not talking politics, guys. I just want to say good morning and congratulations to the 19 who are elected. Yes, sir. And we just look forward to that. Now, we're talking about Rotary Central and the annual science fair. In the studio this morning, we have Rotarians. We have Rotarian Mr. Eric Cameron. He's the chairman of the Rotary Central Science Fair this year. We have Rotarian Mr. Paul Keeble. Paul is past chairman of the science fair. And in the studio as well, past president, Mr. William Innes. Good morning again, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you're experienced Rotarians, and I'm proud to be among such experience this morning. Now, the science fair will be opened officially by His Excellency the Governor, Mr. Martin Roper, at 9 a.m., correct? And the date of the science fair?
Saturday, the 24th of
Everybody
April.
points to William.
I remind them when they point, 3 fingers point back. So, so this Saturday, the 24th of April at 8 a.m. For setup, and you begin from there.
At the Commander Bay Arts and Recreation Centre.
Correct. That's 8 a.m., okay. Yes. So participants will be arriving earlier to set up.
8 a.m. is when they'll be arriving.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Registration opens then.
Okay. You can still register at that time?
Yes, please don't. Register as soon as you can, but if you need to, yes, you'll be able to do that. The reason why is that all the participants will receive certificates of participation, as well as their name tags and other things. So it just helps with the logistics of getting things printed prior to.
Do they come to the venue before to know where they're going to set up and all the good stuff?
That's not necessary. We have a team of volunteers from Rotary through to Rotarians and other people interested in this particular subject of STEM subjects. So we have volunteers that will guide the students to their tables and help them with the registration.
Okay. So the scientific method. The scientific method is defined as a method of research in which a problem is identified, relevant data is gathered, a hypothesis is formulated from the data, and it's empirically tested. Who wants to touch on that?
I'll address that.
Oh, that's Paul.
If you like,
Paul
Anita.
is to the mic.
Yes, we stress on our website, and Eric stresses in his presentations to the students and their teachers, that the science fair is based, and judging is based on the scientific method.
Mhm.
And as you've outlined, these are the basic 7 elements to it. You start with a question, a hypothesis, you engage in research, and then you experiment and test that hypothesis. You record your observations, and then you analyze your observations, and you come up with a conclusion, and then perhaps most importantly, sharing the result of your investigation. We take our judges' scoring sheet from the Discovery Channel's scoring sheet that they publish and make available for science fairs such as ourselves. Okay. And our judges' scoring sheet is available online. We post it on our website, so all students and all their science teachers are all on the same page. In other words, a level playing field. There's 100 points, which are based on the various steps of the scientific method, including we have one for oral presentation and interview. That's worth 10 points. There's a breakdown of the points and the scoring on the website, as I said, so the students and the teachers can see what the criteria are that they're going to be judged against. And the aim is, in preparing their project, to check off as many boxes as possible. In other words, set out your hypothesis. What they do.
Can I get some of the? Can you have our listeners hear some of the breakdown? I'm interested.
Yes. You start with the presentation, the neatness, clarity of text, use of image, graphics, tables, and graphs. That's worth 10 points. You then look for a testable question or a proposed solution or invention. That's worth 5 points. Background research, is it diverse, multiple sources, complete citations? That's worth 5 points. Hypothesis, is the hypothesis based on background research? 10 points. Variables, clearly defined, identified, controlled, so on, 10 points. Materials, are they appropriate? Is a list given? Another 10 points. Procedure, is the procedure sequential and describes the investigation clearly? 10 points. Data, qualitative data, numbers, and so on. Descriptions of that data, 10 points. And then there's analysis, describing the trends or patterns found in the data, 10 points again. Conclusion, based on analysis of the data, and so on, 10 points. And then, as I said, oral presentation and interview, lastly, another 10 points, for a total of 100. So the judges, as they go around, this year we have 20 judges. We will have teams of 4 or 5 judges. They go around and judge each project, and they take this score sheet and they interview the students as a group, and then score each project. We then take the scoring from these scoring sheets, and Will enters them in our computer system, and it generates an average for those 4 or 5 judges on a particular project. And then the computer kicks out the winner in the 4 categories, second, third, and so on. And then it breaks down further into best project for under 8, best project ages 8 through 10, and so on. And we also have a most innovative project. Will deals with all of that. But that's basically the way it works. The judges take about 15 to 20 minutes judging each project. As a result, you can't expect one judge or one team of judges to judge 60 or 80 projects.
Right.
So what we do is we have one team of judges assigned to each of the 4 categories. In other words, we have a team of 4 judges that do life science. So we have a sort of level playing field and equality of scoring, avoiding perhaps the generous judge or the Russian judge phenomenon that you sometimes get. So we try to make it as equitable as possible, and having done this for 15 years now, I like to say that we've got it down to a science ourselves, and it works very well.
An 11-year-old handling that, those criteria. I mean, I would be petrified, compared to a 17-year-old doing a science project.
You'd be surprised, Anita, how these students step up to the plate. I've watched them over the years just presenting with extreme confidence. They know their materials. They've got their presentation board, the Bristol board, and in this day and age of computers, they've got printed out schedules and photographs, as well as, generally speaking, the actual material and the physical testing in front. And they're confident, they know their stuff, and they're happy to present it to the judges.
Are they allowed to use PowerPoint presentations?
No, we some of them will have computers and their laptops open, showing
maybe for notes,
showing the data perhaps. But we generally encourage, and the procedure is to put it on a sort
poster
of
board.
A trifold.
That's
a trifold poster board. Okay.
Which you get from Kirk office. Thanks, Eric.
Your question about the young ones during my presentations to the schools. Surprisingly, it was the young ones who understood this scientific, or maybe they just spoke more, because I did talk to a lot of kids and some old, some young, some old, but the young ones really understood the scientific method. And when I started being perhaps a bit pedantic about my discussion on that, they sort of, we know all about it. And they would start talking about their projects and their ideas, and surprisingly, they would start with a hypothesis. And I'm going, they know what's going on.
Yeah. This is where.
The confidence really comes from them knowing about their subject. As it happens, you could be introverted, for example, and this is a great opportunity for introverted children to talk to people, just generally walking around asking about their project, and they'll be very comfortable and gain confidence to be able to talk about that because they know that project and they can talk to people who are asking intelligent questions about it. So it's a great way to help build interview skills for children. If they don't get into science, at least they have these other skills that they've built from early.
And these skills, it'll take them right through to college or university.
Right on through their work life, indeed.
And that too.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. Now, what benefits can be derived from completing a science fair project for participants?
If your first prize $1,500, if your second prize $1,000, third prize is $500.
First prize again. First prize.
1,500 CI.
Okay.
Second prize is 1,000, and third prize is 500, and then we have special prizes for young people and also the most innovative.
Do you have prizes for, say, presentation, best presentation?
Not really. They're essentially you're being judged on your presentation as well as the criteria that was listed by Rotary and Paul.
Right.
But yeah, definitely it's a great experience to come out and check out this fair. And we're able to offer prizes like this due to our sponsors. And our major sponsor is DART, Minds Inspired. We want a special thank you to DART for their support over the years, especially since I've been involved. I've noticed it. They've always been there. Tower, we want to thank Tower, Cayman Water Company, the Water Authority, CUC, Butterfield Bank, Cayman Enterprise City, and because this was brought over from last year, the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture and Lands. We want to thank you all for supporting the science fair that you do each year. And a special thanks to our Rotarian members and for those of you in the community that support us through our Music Extravaganza fundraiser, as well as advertising in our bus shelters. All of those things help us to get such amazing prize money for these kids.
And thanks also to our judges. We couldn't do it without our judges.
Absolutely.
And some of them have been judging for 10 years or more themselves. They come back year after year because they enjoy it and are quite happy to donate their time. And it is quite intensive because they don't stop from 8 o'clock till noon judging because they've got to get through the judging because the students' concentration is lost towards lunchtime.
We're going to take a quick break. When we'll come back, we'll continue a discussion about Rotary Central Fair. Thanks again to our sponsors, Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center.
2020. Unprecedented times, uncertainty, and literally a new way of life.
Life happens, usually without warning.
That is why making sure that your family is insured is so important.
Cayman Insurance Center, 47 years strong, working to protect your family and your most valuable assets.
Whether you need to get a quote, renew a policy, or file a claim, Cayman Insurance Center is here to protect you and your family.
For more information, call 949-4657. Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, health, motor, and other lines of insurance products and services at affordable rates.
Water Authority Cayman would like to inform its customers that the public water service along North Church Street between Mary Street and Borden Road and Wahoo Close will be interrupted from 6 a.m. till 11 a.m. on Sunday, 25th April. The service interruption will take place to facilitate pipeline improvement work in the area. The Water Authority apologizes for any inconvenience this interruption in service may cause and thanks the public for their patience and understanding.
The Lions Club of Grand Cayman Breakfast is back Saturday, April 24th, starting at 7 a.m. at the Lions Community Center. Enjoy a tasty Caribbean breakfast of turtle gumbo, turtle stew, fried fish and fritters, liver and onions, and ackee and saltfish, starting at only $12. And help support your community. The Lions Club of Grand Cayman supports site screening, prostate and colon cancer awareness, Miss Teen, Spelling Bee, and so much more. Get your Caribbean breakfast and support the Lions Club of Grand Cayman in their community efforts. Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. at the Lions Community Center.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. As we head up to 9 o'clock, thank you for staying with us. In the studio this morning, we have Rotarians Mr. Eric Cameron, Paul Keeble, and past President William Innes. Good morning again, gentlemen. Glad you didn't leave the room. Now, we're speaking about the Dr. Bill Rudy Science Fair 2021 by Rotary Central. Now, this is a great, great project. I mean, a science fair every year, it's not an easy project, not an easy fair to put on, I would say.
That's accurate.
That's accurate. So I take it by that answer, Eric, you've been doing the hard lifting on this.
No, the volunteers have been doing the hard lifting.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep up. The wonderful thing about this experience for me as a new Rotarian and a new science fair chair is that we've got people like Paul, like Rotarian Will, and scores of others, literally, who have done this year and year and year out. So the help I'm getting is quite generous and very experienced. So as I say, my role has really been drumming up support for the fair in terms of the students, and the logistics are largely handled by our committee. So it's quite impressive.
What sort of feedback have you received over the years relating to the science fairs?
Well, from the kids, absolutely, they love it. Mm-hmm. You have repeat offenders, so you have kids that will come back and attend the fair again each year. They enjoy the experience. Parents, they love to see just that light switch on for kids, their children, and see them compete. They're very well supported. They're there throughout the day with their children. And the feedback we've gotten has only been positive. I think it's just one of those things that, I'm certainly proud to be a part of this with our club.
And one of the things that sticks out in my mind is that one of our former students years ago is now a judge. She's now working in science with the Water Authority, I believe. And she was pleased to come back, and she's judged with us for 2 years now as a judge.
She's a past winner as well.
Past winner. Yes,
she went. She got a scholarship as well, and then she came back and she started to give back to the community again through that same program that really helped her.
A big fan of the science fair.
Mm-hmm. We're happy.
As are our judges. They've seen the students in action, and they love to support it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will lunch be provided? We all love a free lunch. Will lunch be provided for the contestants?
Yes. Lunch at about 12 o'clock. All this is provided by
Ala Kebab and covered by us, by the Rotary Club.
Okay. we just love to eat here, so we had to know if there's if lunch will be provided. And
come on down and eat. We'll find something for you. You could do a live broadcast from there.
Hey, that's an idea.
Yeah, please.
And we can be a sponsor next time. So keep us posted.
But broadcast His Excellency's words on opening. It would be brilliant.
Yeah, nice. Now, there will be an award banquet in the evening of April 24th. What time will that start?
I believe that's 6 p.m.
Yes,
6 p.m.
It starts at 6 p.m.
Okay. Yes. Are you going to have a keynote speaker as well?
We are. The new research director for the CCMI, the Marine Institute, her name is Dr. Gretchen Goodbody Gringley. She's going to be our keynote speaker this year. She's CCMI have done this in the past for us, and they're quite keen. The kids' issues concerning the reef are very prominent these days, and that's what they do quite well. So I think it's a very relevant keynote speaker, relevant topic.
Okay. Now, the banquet, can anyone attend, or just the participants of the fair and their parents?
Correct. So when registering, the participants are allowed to allow two parents or two guardians to attend per student. So essentially, it's a student and their parents.
I'd like to
teacher.
Yes, they can have I'd like to hear the first prize. It's $1,500. Let's go back.
Yes, $1,500 CI for first prize. Second prize is $1,000. Third prize is $500. But what is priceless is attending the fair. You should definitely come out and see all these wonderful projects.
And to see the kids' faces when the winners are announced and they go forward to accept their prize and and the presentation, it really is fantastic, and it makes it all worthwhile for us as Rotarians.
So do you do the judging before it's open to the public, or the public can be at the venue during the judging?
Oh yes, open to the public from 8 o'clock onwards. Do come on out and bring family, friends, everyone. Come on out and see it. Support the students. As Will says, the banquet we have to limit to the student and to their parents, teacher, and so on.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the initiatives that What Essential Cayman has worked, with geared towards taking care of our youth?
Well, at-risk youth projects we tend to support. We don't want to double up efforts. We don't want to create another service project that someone else is already supporting. Essentially, if we deem an organization worthy of support, then we will support those organizations over then trying to do something else. So we do a lot with at-risk youth. If you're interested in knowing some of the projects that we do, check out our website, rotarycentral.ky. It has a wealth of information there on local projects. But certainly we sponsor school band, I think. So there's music programs that we're involved in. I don't know. There's so many. So many.
Sorry to put you in the spot.
That's all right.
We have our literacy programs. We support literacy in the schools. And one of the projects that we support that I think is very important is Feed Our Future. We donate considerable sums to Feed Our Future. The idea of children going to school hungry and being unable to concentrate because they've gone to school with a can of soda and a bag of chips is something that we want to help with.
And you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yes.
Yes.
Feed Our Future.
Yes. A large portion of our revenue as a club comes from our bus shelter program. Rotary Central is responsible for the bus shelters that you will see island-wide. We have about 90 in Grand Cayman and two in Cayman Brac, which are handled by the Cayman Brac Rotary Club. But the advertising revenue from the bus shelters we generate, we put back into our community projects. So if you're interested in advertising in our bus shelters, we would welcome it. And as Will said, go to our website and you'll find all the details there.
Okay. And speaking of website, you want to give the website if you have any contact details in case someone would like to reach you?
Yeah, so for the rotarysciencefair.ky is the science fair website. So that's rotarysciencefair.ky. And the other one is rotarycentral.ky. And that has more details of the projects and about Rotary if you're interested in learning more.
Or joining us.
Or joining us, yes.
As we invited you, Anita.
I'll be there.
As a member.
As a member. Okay, that's food for thought. Now, can you recap about the fair? And so just in case someone just joined us, and before I let you go.
So Saturday, April 24th.
Fingers are pointing again to Will.
That's all good.
Saturday. I'll deal with it.
Go right ahead.
Yes, this coming Saturday, 8 a.m. At the Arts and Recreation Centre at Cayman Bay. The students will be setting up. The judging will start. Everyone's welcome to come on out, support our students, look at their projects. It's interesting, fascinating, and great to see our kids at work. It will be open from 8 till 12, and then we will have, for the students and their parents, teachers, the banquet at 6 o'clock. Keynote speaker, Dr. Gretchen Goodbody, marine biologist from the CCMI in Little Cayman. She'll be the keynote speaker. We'll then have the awards presentation, and of course the banquet catered for by Al Kebab.
Now, what 2022 is coming up, and what plans are afoot for 2022 for the science fair?
Another one.
Another one. That's a good answer. Another one.
We like to continue to build our student base, and continue to reach out through the year to the science teachers, because they, as I say, are key to this, because they remember the fair year after year after year, and they continue to want their kids to be involved with this. So that's what we continue to do. So I imagine about a half a year from now we'll probably strike another committee and start reaching out to the teachers again, and planning for another event like this, because it's definitely worth doing year after year.
There is no rest for Rotarians.
No.
I like that.
I think we're one of the most active clubs in Cayman.
The Rotary Central. Service above self?
That's it. Yeah, there's 3 Rotary clubs in Grand Cayman and 1 in Cayman Brac, but we like to think we're the busiest.
Friendly competition.
Yes.
I would never, ever suspect that there'll be friendly or even competition. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, gentlemen, this morning for coming in and enlightening us about the science fair. Quick question, though, before you go. Would you ever consider dropping that age group from, say, maybe 8 years old?
But really, we don't have if you have a student that's very young and wants to attend, we don't say no to that. They're welcome to participate in the fair. Obviously, need to be with their parent or guardian throughout the entire day.
Okay. But they will be
able
to participate in school.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can have. We've had people as young as 6.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, and I wish you every success with the fair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure having you all in the studio. There you've had it, Rotarian Mr. Eric Cameron, Chairman of the Rotary Central Science Fair 2021. Rotarian Mr. Paul Keeble, past Chairman of the Science Fair, and you also heard from past President Mr. William Innes. And thanks again. And our first guest this morning on the Business Buzz was Mr. Samuel Young of World Gym. I want to say thank you to Samuel for coming by and showcasing his gym on the Business Buzz. Thanks to our listeners and our viewers on YouTube. Also to our sponsors, Cayman Medical Supplies and Cayman Insurance Center, to Paula the board and our producer, Ms. Susan Watson. God's willing, we'll see you on Tuesday for another Business Buzz. Please enjoy the rest of the day.
The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211. Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And Digicel Business. Get everything your business needs in one